This is not interesting. It's really shocking and sad that you yourself were a child bride.
Yes. So
what the? Holy Jesus Christ.
I'm a child bride survivor, and at the age of 12, I was put into a child marriage from the time I was 12 until 23.
That's horrible. What the f? Jesus Lord. That's a hell of a story, man.
I had 2 kids when I was 15 and 17. And this happened in America, okay? And Ian and Anisa are well aware of my story because I've had them in my home, they've seen my kids and everything. And so last year, right, 2024, I learned that there was a House bill in Washington State trying to pass House Bill 1455 to end child marriage. And so when I learned of this bill, I thought to myself, even though it had been 15 years since I escaped my prison, like, this is a chance for me to come forward and tell my story. I sent, so Michael and I went to Olympia in Washington. We met with politicians, we lobbied to support the bill. I gave my public testimony to support the bill, and, once I was on Seattle Times and television and everything. And I reached out to Ian and Anisa, and I asked them if they could help, share the information, because it was really important to me that this bill passed, and they just both left me on red.
There's no way. That's really fucked up. What an easy thing for them to do is signal boost that obvious dunk. She was a child bride and she wanted to support legislation to end child brides, and Ian and Anisa gave her absolutely no help in doing that. That's just typical, frankly.
It strikes me as just deeply ironic that she's severing all of these relationships because of men being disrespectful to women, and then, like, I can't imagine a more pertinent, pressing, urgent issue.
So it was just very, very sad, but it just shows their true colors and who they really are. And that's the reason why, after that incident, I told myself, I cut myself off emotionally for them, because they're not good people. Yeah. They cry about all these crises and women's rights all the time, but I reached out to them and they just put me on red.
That's 100%. That's a great point. They go around and go like, oh, listen, we love feminism, capitalism bad, women's rights, blah, 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 blah. Ian used to say the N-word, but now he's perfect and he's a female advocate. And then what happens? iDubbbz says this guy, which is Ian's, the boxing coach, is toxically masculine, but then they won't even support a bill for women. Let's be real, like, child marriage will disproportionately negatively impact women. Little girls can't even advocate for like a slam dunk clear cut case. You don't have to put anything on the line for that. There's a no fucking brainer. We need to end child marriage. Couldn't even do that. That's insane. That's honestly the equivalent to not being able to stop drinking Dr. Pepper when it's on the BDS list.